Alright, what's up guys? In this video, pretty sure a lot of people are asking it for this, but like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do sack transitions, alright? And I'm gonna show you guys three, and this video might be long, so, yeah, let's just get started. So basically what we're gonna do is the first transition, what we're gonna do is we are going to go over here, we're gonna do minus 76 right here, we're gonna cut the clip there, and basically what we're going to do is drag the clip here. So let me actually drag the video track there. And then we're going to drag it there. And I'm actually going to add a video track right there. Okay. So now that we have that, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the video effects. And we're going to look up something called blur mo curves. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just drag this one. Now this might be the default settings, but I don't know. But just copy all these settings right here. Okay, and basically what we're going to do here is we're going to animate the Z distance, the rotate, the shift X, and the shift Y. And basically what we're going to do is with the Z distance, we're going to right click it and we're going to put it as a smooth fade. Okay, alright, so once that's done, that's actually everything for the start. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the 26 milliseconds, because I was saying seconds, but it's actually not seconds. So you want to select the thing, alright, because if you like select all of them or one of them, it's going to go in there. So make sure to select Z distance, and we're going to add a keyframe there. And the Z distance, what we're going to do is we're going to put it to 1.633, like that. Okay, once we have done that, we're going to go to 57, and we are going to keyframe the Z distance, and basically that's it. We're not going to do anything for that one. Alright, so we're done with Z distance, I believe. And but what we're going to do is we're going to go into the rotate one. And at 57, we're going to keyframe the rotate. In the shift X, we're going to keyframe the rotate. In the shift Y, we're going to keyframe the rotate. And basically what we're going to do is the rotate in the shift X, we're going to set both on the smooth fade, and then the shift Y down here as a slow fade, like that. Okay, once that's basically done, we're going to go into, I think it's like 108 right there, and we're going to go to the shift X, and we're going to keyframe that, and we're going to put it at 0.016, like that. Not too much of a difference there. And then at 15, right, and we're still on shift X, and keyframe shift X, and we're going to put this at, instead of 1685, like that. Okay, so that's basically that, and now with the rotate, what we're going to do is at 15, so the same thing, we're going to keyframe the rotate, and we're going to set the rotate to negative 7.35, like that. Okay, and now for shift Y, basically what we're going to do is at 0.8, so right there, keeping the shift Y, and we're going to put this at negative 0.310, like that, and at the all the way to the end, put the keyframe there, and we're going to set that to negative 1.430, like that, all the way there. Okay, and that should be the whole transition right there. Right there. See, it goes like that, and then the box just drops down like that. So it looks pretty cool. And basically what I want to do is go to video effects, go to drop shadow, and here's the settings for that. Yeah, that's the first out of 3 transitions we're going to do for the thing right here. Okay, so yeah, that's the first transition. Let's get on to the second transition. Alright guys, so on to the second transition. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go to the clip here, we're going to go minus 50, and I'm going to mark that. And then I'm basically going to drag the second clip all the way to the top of the mark, and we're basically going to cut right there, okay? And that's basically it, okay? So now let's go back to the video effects and look up blur mo curves, and we're gonna do this one. Now these ones you're gonna have to copy the settings, all of them. Okay, so copy all those, And basically what we're going to do is we're going to animate Z distance, rotate, shift X and shift Y. We're going to do that for every single transition that we have here. Basically what we're going to do is we are going to go to the rotate. We're going to right click the rotate and put as a smooth fade. And the shift X we're basically going to put to slow fade right there. Okay. Now basically for the shift Y, basically what you're going to do is you're going to have to increase the value here. And you're going to right click the you're going to right click this and you're going to put to smooth fade just like that. And basically once you have done that, you're going to double click on it and put it to the same amount, negative 1.500, just like that. So we did that just to make it be smooth fade. Okay. Alright, so now that's done, we're going to start with the Z distance. And we're going to go to 36 milliseconds. And we're going to keyframe the Z distance. And we're not going to do anything for that. But at 41, still selecting Z distance, we're going to keyframe it. And we're going to put it as a slow fade. Like there. And then at 50, so I think that's all the way to the end, we're going to keyframe that. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to right click it, set it to fast fade, and put this at 1.000, or maybe it's just 1, but okay. So once that's done, you're going to go into the rotate and you're going to go to 48 milliseconds. You're going to keyframe it, you're going to right click, set it to a smooth fade, and you're basically going to double click on it and set it to 0. Alright, so nothing, like the line's going to be the same, but put that 0. And then basically what we're going to do here is at 46, we're going to, or make sure to select the shift X, and basically that's going to be at a normal fade basically, and you're going to set this to 0, like that. Okay, that's basically that, and now let's get into the shift Y. So at 22 milliseconds, you're going to keyframe the shift Y, and we're actually going to probably have to increase the value here and all that. But basically what we're going to do is at 22, you're going to keyframe shift Y, and you're going to set it as a fast fade, and the fast fade, basically what we're going to do is set this to negative 0.241, like that. Okay, so 22, keyframe shift Y, and put fast fade again. Yeah, okay. And then basically what we're going to do is at 40 milliseconds, we're going to keyframe shift Y again, and that's a normal fade, and that's going to be set to 0, like that. Okay, so once that's done, you're basically going to have the transition like that. It's a little bit weird, but it should be fine. And then you're basically going to go into VFX, look up Gaussian blur, and put this one, and copy all these settings right here. Okay, so once that's done, basically here's the transition. Like that. So it's a little bit like you see like the box kind of weird moving, or maybe it's not, I don't know, but alright, so that's basically the whole transition right there. Okay, so that's the second transition, and now let's get on to the last one. Alright, to the third one, it's the last one. Is basically what you're gonna do is the first clip, it's basically gonna be the same thing. You're gonna go here, and instead of minus 50, you're gonna go minus 53. And then you're gonna mark it, drag the second clip all the way to the top, and then cut it right there, like that. And I was about to cut that out, but no. Okay. So that's basically what you're gonna do for that one. So yeah. And again, you're gonna go into VFX, look up blur mode curves, and this is that. Now for the third transition, copy these things right here. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to animate all these, Z distance, rotate, shift X, and shift Y, just the basic stuff, and then we're going to expand it here just to show you that. Okay, and then basically what we're going to do here is we're going to put the rotate as a smooth fade. You're going to put the shift X as a smooth fade, and then the shift Y, you're going to also have to put a smooth fade, but again, you're going to have to decrease the value right here, so you can actually put this to smooth fade. And yeah, once you have done that, you're gonna double click on it, put it back, and return it to 1.500. Now you see the line right there. It's gonna be kind of weird, right? But by the end of this transition, you won't see that line, and everything will look pretty clear on this keyframe board or whatever I like to call it. Okay. Alright, so now that we have done basically all that, what we're going to do is go to the z distance. We're going to go down the order. I should have said that, because the last one I went down order from z distance to shift y. We're going to do the same thing. So basically go to z distance, you're going to go to 37 milliseconds, and basically right here, you're just going to keyframe it, and you're going to right click and set this to smooth fade right there. And then at 52 milliseconds, keyframe that. And you're going to put it as a fast fade, and you're going to double click on it and set it to 1, like that. Perfect. Now let's get onto the rotate. So for the rotate, you're going to go to 49 milliseconds, and at 49 milliseconds, you're going to put it as a slow fade, and you're basically going to set it to 0. So that's basically that. And now basically what you're going to do is go to 31 milliseconds. This is going to be for shift X, so 31 milliseconds, shift X, keyframe it, and then you're going to set it as a fast fade, and you're going to set it to 0, just like that. Okay. Now this is time for shift Y, so basically at 31, so decrease the value around there. Okay. So basically at 31 milliseconds, you're going to give him shift Y, and you're basically going to set it to a slow fade, and you're going to set it to 0. And then basically what you're going to do is at 37, you're just going to keyframe it, and that's basically it. And then you're going to go into the video effects, look up Gaussian blur, and put the over one with the same thing. So the same thing as the other one. Okay, we'll pre-render that, and you should have this transition right here. Okay, so that's basically it for every single transition. I only listed 3 of them. Of course, there's many other more, but I only listed 3. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Alright, I want to get to 500 subs as well. I'm going to release that product file or whatever. And, basically, the end of year goal is probably just 600, 700 subs. I know we can't hit 1,000. That's probably impossible. But, yeah, so thank you guys for watching. And I'm going to stop rambling, and you can go. Bye.